Hey everyone, it's Marsha. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are making Cajun chicken pasta. I've been waiting a long time to share this recipe with you guys, so I'm super excited about it. So let's jump right into the video. Alright, so we're going to start off by prepping our ingredients. So I already chopped up a yellow onion off camera, and now I am prepping and chopping up a red bell pepper. So the red bell pepper and the onion gives this pasta a whole lot of flavor, so I definitely wouldn't skip it. So I'm just dicing up my red bell pepper, and then I'm gonna move on to the garlic. So you know I love using fresh garlic in my recipes, even though you can kind of substitute with some things. I probably wouldn't with this particular pasta dish. Fresh garlic just gives it a lot more flavor and it just tastes a lot better. So if you can, I would definitely get you some fresh garlic. It is kind of a pain peeling garlic, so I'm not gonna lie about that, but the results that you get are worth it. So I'm just mincing my garlic really fine. And then I'm gonna move on to my pasta. I'm using linguine pasta. That is what I really like. I've tried a few different ones, but I really like linguine pasta. So I'm gonna add that to some salted boiling water. And then it's time to prep this chicken. So I'm gonna add my chicken to a bowl with a little bit of olive oil and my seasoning. So I just actually did a video last week showing you how I prep and make my chicken breast. I'm doing the same method in this video, so if you didn't get a chance to check out last week's video, make sure you watch it after this one because it's a detailed step-by-step on how I prep my chicken, and it is perfect to use for this recipe. So I'm adding in my seasoning and I'm mixing that and rubbing that into the chicken breast really well. Now I'm adding in about 2 to 3 tablespoons of avocado oil to a large skillet, and I'm just gonna heat that up on medium heat. I don't wanna get my skillet too hot because I don't want my chicken to burn. So I'm heating that up just on medium heat, and then I'm just gonna add those chicken breasts directly to the skillet. Now, funny story, I really should have used a saute pan to make this pasta recipe, but you guys, I have grown to love this skillet. This is my favorite skillet, and so I pretty much use it whenever I can. But if you have a saute pan that has higher size or straight size, that would be better. All right, so now our pasta is done. I am just gonna reserve a little bit of that pasta water to use in case I need later. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and drain the rest of that water off. All right, now it's time to flip our chicken. So I like to cook my chicken for about 4 minutes on each side. I also cut my chicken in half so that it cooks evenly, and I could just cook it for 4 minutes on each side. If you kept it whole, then it probably would need to cook for a little bit longer. Again, don't forget to check last week's video so you can get all of my tips. Now I'm just checking it with a digital read thermometer. It is well over 165 degrees, so it is done. Go ahead and remove your chicken once it's done, and then you're gonna add in some butter to your same skillet. So if you have too much oil, you may wanna wipe out some of that excess oil with a paper towel carefully. But if you just have a little bit, then you don't have to, because we're gonna use that oil along with the butter to saute these vegetables. So I'm adding in that onion and bell pepper, and I'm just gonna go ahead and move that around. And the moisture that releases from the vegetables will help you to scrape up some of those brown bits from the bottom of your pan and kind of deglaze that pan a little bit. Now you just wanna saute the onions and bell pepper until the onions start to get translucent. Then add in your minced garlic, and you just want to go ahead and move that around and saute it for an additional minute. Once all of your vegetables have sauteed, it's time to carefully add in some heavy cream. So I'm just pouring in my heavy cream, and then I'm going to stir that around. And as you can see, this is where that saute pan would have worked better versus just a traditional skillet. But again, it's my favorite skillet, so we're making it work. As it thickens, you'll see it start to change in color just a little bit, and it takes on the color from your vegetables and all of your sauce. Now we're adding in some grated Parmesan cheese. I do recommend using freshly grated Parmesan cheese versus the stuff that comes in the pre-packaged, just because it tastes better and it melts better. So just carefully stir that around until the cheese has melted, and I have lowered my heat to medium-low. Now I'm adding in just a little bit more Cajun seasoning, giving that a good stir. And then you can go ahead and taste your sauce at this point. If it tastes like it needs a little bit more salt or pepper, then go ahead and just sprinkle just a tad bit more in at this point. But after a few minutes, it'll start to get a little bit more thick, just like this. And then this is where you can decide if you want to add in a little bit of that extra pasta water. I just did maybe 2 tablespoons, you guys, if that, just a little bit, not the entire amount that I reserved, because I just want to thin that sauce out just a tad. All right, now it's time to add in our pasta back in. So I'm adding in my linguine pasta. I've also tried, I think, everything at this point. Fettuccine pasta, bow tie pasta, but my favorite is linguine. I just think it tastes really well and it works really good with this particular pasta sauce. Go ahead and make sure all of your pasta is coated really well with that yummy, delicious sauce. And then it's time to add our chicken back in. So your chicken should have been resting while you were cooking the rest of that sauce. And so that way it gives the chicken a chance to allow those juices to kind of soak in. But if you cut it right away, then you're gonna lose a lot of that flavor and those juices. So make sure it rests. And so now I'm just slicing my chicken, but if you want to chop your chicken up and dice it into bite-sized pieces, you certainly can do that as well. I've done that before. This is more so for presentation because I know it looks better this way. So if ever you want to be fancy, you guys, don't be afraid to. Hey, just do whatever feels good. Or if you're like, I ain't got time for that, I just need to dice it up, that works too. And once you add your chicken back in, you guys, that is it. You can garnish with some fresh parsley like I did here, or some chopped green onions will work really well, whatever you like. But this is one of our favorite pasta recipes. I love making it. I've been making it for a couple of years now, and I'm so excited to finally share it with you. So if you like this video, please leave me a big thumbs up down below. And as always, make sure you subscribe to my channel by hitting that subscribe button down below so you never miss when I upload a new video. Until next week, you guys, I'll see you later.